Hi guys, how's it going? So right now I am going to film my Throughout the Years 3rd grade video. It's been a little while since I started the series. I was inspired by Juicy Star 07, Blair Fowler. She did a Throughout the Years series. I don't know if she originated it or if someone else did. I really did not do any research on the subject, but it was interesting to hear someone's story year by year, especially not what they're documenting on a regular basis. I am a daily vlogger, and today was day 200 and, today was day 254, which I think is really cool. I can't wait till I get to a year, which will be at the end of March of 2012. Anyway, excuse me, cleared my throat. I just ate a candy cane in hopes that, it would, I probably should have had some water, but anyway, I didn't, and I'm not going to stop it now. I'm just going to keep rolling. Anyway, as I was saying, I did Throughout the Years videos already for Birth to Kindergarten, 1st grade, and 2nd grade, and I've already uploaded all of those a few months ago. So today I am going to film my Throughout the Years for 3rd grade. 3rd grade was the first year in school that I had a male teacher, and he was one of my favorite teachers. He was one of the best teachers that I ever had. I don't want to, well, I do want to say his name, but I won't because of the, it's just not right to disclose that kind of thing without getting someone's permission first, and because of the story that I'm going to tell ultimately, which you'll understand what I'm talking about. Now, my 3rd grade teacher was gay, and I didn't know what that meant. I didn't even know that he was that, except that I heard other kids whispering about it and saying that their parents had said it, and I really didn't even know what that meant. I mean, I do know now, and honestly, I probably have to credit my wonderful experience in 3rd grade with how much I do love the majority of gay people. People can be horrible, whether they're gay, straight, bi, purple, whatever. Like, some people just suck, but I do have a special soft spot for people in the gay community, and I just, anyway, totally other story, totally sidetracking and digressing, which I'm really, really good at, and as you can probably tell, I have the flip cam up with the tripod, so this video might be really, really long, especially because all of my videos have been on my iPhone and have been really short lately, and this is the first night I've had off of work and been free in a really long time, so I think if I get off subject, you guys might just, write me a pass on that one and understand. As most of you know, if you do watch my daily videos, I was dating this guy for the last 6 weeks, and so our time off did line up once a week, and every time I had a free night, it was with him, so I wasn't filming anything more than a quick, hi, how are you, gotta go by. Anyway, back to my year in 3rd grade, because that is what the topic and the main point of this video is. My teacher really, really liked to read to us, and I loved to read already. I was an avid reader as a child, and by the time I got to 3rd grade, I had already gotten through dozens of, Babysitter's Club books, and I'm trying to think of what else there was at that time, like the Sweet Valley, not the high school ones, because those were a little mature, but the younger ones, like Sweet Valley Kids, or Sweet Valley Middle School, or whatever the heck they were, and the Sleepover Friends, I don't know if you guys remember that one, or Peanut Butter and Jelly. Comment below and tell me what your favorite books were when you guys were in elementary school, but I just loved to read. And oh, do you guys remember those order forms that you used to get for school? I don't know if you do it in other countries, but here there's a book form from a publishing house, and it had all these different choices, and you could pick which books you wanted, and you filled this little thing out in the back, and then once a month the teacher would take this box out at the end of the day, and you'd get a big package of wonderful books to take home and read, and I just loved doing that, and my mother probably spent $30 or $40 on books for me every month. I was definitely spoiled when it came to books. They never said no, which, as any of you who have seen my bookcases, which are over here, know, I feel like I should probably tip this down a little, so I'm going to do that. Hopefully my face and my head have been in frame this whole time, because if they haven't, then it just sucks, and I'm not going to redo it. Anyway, 3rd grade, my teacher read us Matilda by Roald Dahl, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and I know he read a lot of other books to us too. He introduced me to so many different authors, and it was just the most amazing thing ever because he had so much passion for the stories he was reading to us. And like I said, even though I already loved reading and it was already instilled in me, like, the beauty of sharing that with people, like knowing there were other people who felt that way. But reading was also one of the things that was a big problem for me in third grade. My mind tended to wander, and I didn't always do very well in school when I wasn't interested in the subject we were studying. So I had a tendency to just take a book out of my backpack or my desk, and like I would sit there, like the desk would have, you know, the top, and then there'd be like a cubby underneath where you could store your stuff, and you just would reach into it. The top didn't lift up, and I just kind of like prop the book under there and like sit there and be reading a book the whole time he was talking. And whoever was sitting next to me would usually tell on me, like put their hand up and be like, Jackie's reading a book again. And they take my book away, and so I stopped doing that. But that was all I ever wanted to do, was just read. And I don't know if it was because I didn't relate to the kids around me, and so I just took myself out of the situation and the environment completely, or because I was lazy and didn't want to do my schoolwork, or because the schoolwork didn't capture my attention or interest. But I wasn't very disciplined. All I wanted to do was read, and it got really, I don't want to say bad in third grade, because I don't think reading like that is ever bad, but I by third grade I was starting to gain a little bit of weight, and I wasn't particularly happy, and I didn't really have any good friends. I'd gotten picked on a lot in second grade, and first grade hadn't been much better. I guess I talked about that a little with you guys. I wasn't like the kind of kid that got names called or pushed around daily, but I was really ignored. And when I was acknowledged, it wasn't usually in the most kind way. So by third grade, I kind of had a reputation for being a little bit weird, a little bit like off to myself. I didn't get invited to most stuff. And I remember in third grade, there was this one birthday party that this kid had, and he was one of the most popular kids. And I think he had to invite everybody in the class because I was invited. And I remember my mom and I went to Target to get him a birthday present, and we picked out these two t-shirts. And they looked like stuff I'd seen him wearing, so I was hoping that they would be good. But I do remember that throughout the rest of the school year, I waited to see, and he never, ever, ever wore them. So I don't know what happened, but he didn't ever wear them that I saw. But I went to this party at his house, and like I said, I was already starting to get a little bit heavier, so the kids wouldn't let me eat. They, like, literally wouldn't let me have any food. And I remember trying very hard to get the food because, what are you going to do if they're all mocking you for that? And, like, this kid had, like, video games, like arcade games, like Mrs. Pac-Man and stuff in his basement. So everyone was playing the games, and, of course, every time I wanted a turn, someone else was using it at the same time. And then they were playing Twister, and they told me I wasn't allowed to play because I was too fat and I would crush them. So I just sat on the couch, and, after a little while, I called my parents to come get me, and I left the party early, and I don't think I said anything to anybody, and no one asked me where I went when I saw them in school the next time. I don't know if it was, like, a Friday party, Saturday, whatever, but no one seemed to really, like, care. So third grade wasn't that great for me as far as the social life or friends went. Any of the friends that I had made in preschool and kindergarten that did go to elementary school with me, because I was in a private school when I was younger, they had been close with me when we were younger, but once we got to this, like, bigger pond, and they made friends with people that were more popular, and, like, by the time popularity started mattering, which is probably around third grade, or at least where I'm from, that's when people become really conscious of cool, they had pretty much stopped talking to me too. So I was alone a lot. Like I said, I really, really, really liked my teacher. He was nice. I don't know how much he liked me, mostly because I didn't pay attention and didn't really do my work, and he knew I was smart because I would get really high scores on all of those standardized tests, but I wouldn't turn in anything. I wouldn't do any schoolwork, so he really had a hard time pegging me, probably, but I was really unhappy, and I don't think I had a way to, like, vocalize that. I didn't have any friends, and I didn't know how to make friends, and I don't know. third grade was kind of weird. But my little sister Jordy was born when I was in third grade, when I turned 8, so that was wonderful. I think you turn 8 in third grade, right? Yeah, I did, because I was born in December. So, yeah. Anyway, Jordy was born that year, in 1990. Yay for my Jordy. She was the most beautiful, beautiful little baby, and I was so happy. And, I don't know, that was the most exciting thing for me. Like, I love having new sisters. I have another new one coming. My dad has a second wife, and their second child is due this February. And their other child, Libby, she'll be 3 in February, so yay to that. But, again, I digress. Jordy was born when I was in third grade. That's one of the happiest things that's ever happened to me in my entire life, because she's one of the, like, most amazing people I know. And let's see if anything else happened in third grade that I can remember. Tie-dye was really in, and these like weird clips you put on the side of your shirt, like they were round or like heart-shaped or peace sign or square, and they had like a stick through the middle, and you like put your shirt in one notch and through the other, and it was like over here to like hold the side of your shirt up like in a side ponytail, but for your shirt. Do you guys remember that? Comment below if you do. Or scrunch socks, where you'd wear 2 different colored socks and like they would push down and be like thick above your white sneakers. I remember that stuff being really in when I was in third grade. I don't know what else as far as trends, maybe like friendship bracelets. I know I made a lot of those in elementary school, and I did like a lot of sticker trading. I was like the black market goddess of stickers. It was amazing. I had the best collection of everybody, but I could always trade them out of their best stuff too, because I was on it. I loved stickers. I can't really think of much else that I remember about the year of being in third grade. I feel like that's probably enough anyway. It was, you know, fun to film, but kind of heavy at the same time. Some memories came back that I wasn't really even, like, anticipating having, but there you have it. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed my Throughout the Years third grade video, and I promise I will film one for fourth grade soon, because fourth grade was a very, very interesting year, and I certainly do have a lot to share about it. So, again, thanks for watching. I love you all. Bye.